Hey guys, thanks for joining. Welcome to the neighborhood. Gonna go ahead and jump in, and we have hope that fell out right away. I was going to ask what is going on in the Twin Flame Collective right now, and hope popped out, which I have felt strongly even in my own life, just really looking that divine masculine, divine feminine are being called to hold on to hope and triumph following that. So absolutely, let's hold on to hope, and the triumph, the success will come. You can overcome any challenges that are coming up for you, which this week has brought up a lot of challenges. I wanted to post a video yesterday, but I didn't get to because the energy was just there was a lot of energy yesterday. I don't know if you guys felt it. Let me know in the comments if you felt it too yesterday, which of course it was a full moon, so that goes hand in hand. So there's a lot of challenges coming up right now for the divine masculine and the divine feminine to work through. Specifically for the divine feminine, I'm hearing that for the challenges here, it's for your mastery. So don't get hung up on, again, perceived negatives, which I talked about this in my last video. Don't get hung up on perceived negatives, but really hold hope and understand that these challenges are coming up for your mastery. And then we have the crown chakra that came out, which, yes, the crown chakra is opening. It's opening up swiftly for the divine masculine. So I really feel like this is the divine masculine coming through now. Of course, that's mirrored in the divine feminine as well. So the divine feminine, your crown chakra is opening as well, which is why we're really being asked to hold on to that hope. So can I get some more clarity around what is happening with the divine masculine collective right now? What else is happening with the divine masculine collective? So we have two cards that came out together, which I always, believe that if they come out together, that tells the story for them both. So look at this, how funny. We have obstacles and challenges and positive movement forward. So yes, the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine, again, because everything is mirrored, there are obstacles and challenges coming up, and I heard in the way. So this divine masculine might be perceiving these challenges as being in the way of his progress and movement forward, and progress movement forward to you. And I just heard I want to understand, and I had this feeling come through my heart that was really kind of a sad, grief, desperate feeling. So these divine masculines are probably wondering, why am I still being challenged? And even you, divine feminine, I'm hearing for you as well. You might be really wondering this week, why am I being challenged still? Shouldn't we be past this? Shouldn't we be evolved this? I thought I went through all of this in the past. And I just got called to look at the bottom of the deck, and we have patience and planning. So yes, you're being called to ask to have patience with this. Divine masculine is really, his higher self is pushing him to have patience and to understand that he will get through these challenges. Right now, he's very narrow-minded inside of the matrix and not being able to step out, which is where this crown chakra comes into play. So as soon as he's able to step out of that, he will have those insights and knowledge of what answers he's looking for. And then the positive movement forward card, just reiterating that there is positive movement forward with this. So if you feel like you've been wanting to give up hope on your divine masculine, I'm really feeling that a lot of feminines have stepped into that energy this week, is just, I don't want to be part of this. I want to move on. Getting really tired of the divine masculine and all of these karmic energies that come up. And we have love begins that came out. So yes, you're being asked, divine masculine and divine feminine, to divine feminine specifically for you. The divine masculine is really asking you to have that patience for him, really asking you to not be narrow-minded, a reflection of him. Don't be narrow-minded in yourself. Use your crown chakra to see the bigger picture and to see that he is going, I just heard desperate again. So really feeling this desperate energy coming from both sides. Try not to step into that, and know that after these challenges, let your divine masculine go through it. He has to go through it to rise up. And again, power at the bottom of the deck. Hold your power, divine feminine. You have the power. Your divine masculine has his power. This is a plan set in place by your united soul. On the energetic level, you guys are one. So remembering that your soul is putting the divine masculine through these challenges for a reason. And you're going through these challenges for a reason. But at the end, love begins. What a beautiful message there. Hold on to hope for that love to begin, and for both of you to rise into the being that you're supposed to be. I was channeling messages prior to this video, and really asking, you know, what was the unity perspective with both this divine feminine and the divine masculine? And the answers I got were neither are ready right now. Neither of you are ready. There's a lot for you to work through, which is why these challenges are coming up. Again, to come up with your mastery, to have that mastery, expansion, and level. And we have recognition and reward popped out. So we are getting some strong signals from the divine, from our higher selves, recognizing the effort you're putting in, recognizing your strength, recognizing the love that you do have deep down for one another, and you both will be rewarded. Just push through these challenging times right now. I know there's a lot of challenges happening. A lot of ego is in the way and at play right now, which can blind us from having that overall bigger perspective. But you are asked to step into that crown chakra, to open up that crown chakra, step into your divine. What else is this divine masculine going through right now? I just heard your shadow is healing. So yes, that's what we're in right now. Everybody is in their shadow phase. They're in the shadow, but intuition fell out. You're being asked to use your intuition. So this divine masculine, his intuition has been blocked in the past. But with this crown chakra opening, his intuition is coming. He's listening. I just heard he's sitting in silence and he's allowing this intuition where he's normally blocked it in the past because of that being afraid of emotional intimacy. He's blocked that intuition. Kind of, I heard scared of what the answer might be. But yes, emotional loss just came out. He's working on detaching from anything that is no longer serving him and that feels like an emotional loss to him. But this intuition, his intuition, he's starting to listen to it more, you guys. Divine feminine, please trust. He's being guided. He's being guided here. He's being guided out of the matrix. He's going through emotional loss right now, which in your own life, you may have felt this pain this week. So as the divine masculine goes through any pains, of course, as our energy flows, because we are connected, as our energy flows, this divine masculine is a mirror image. So divine feminine, you have maybe been feeling a little more emotional today, which goes into what I was saying about the energy yesterday. It was a lot. Disruption. Yes, the ego is in a death moment right now. Do not be afraid of this though. Work through this destruction. Work through this tower moment. What else is this divine masculine going through? I heard karmic relationships. This has definitely been a strong theme for a lot of twin flames. The divine masculine still holding on to karmic relationships. So can we get an update? What is going on between this divine masculine and these karmic relationships? Balance. And I just heard balancing structure, meaning not so much structure, but really balancing a new foundation is what I'm hearing. So as he's coming into this inner balance within himself, a lot with the root chakra. I'm feeling a lot of with the root chakra. He's being asked to balance this new root chakra, this new foundation. And I just heard that we've built for you. So that's the divine stepping in, his higher self stepping in. You, divine feminine, your higher self helping him. He's being asked to balance this. And I just heard once he's able to balance this, the karmic relationships will dismantle. So if you're divine masculine, if he's in a karmic relationship still, this is being worked on, and these challenges, this destruction is coming up. His intuition he's receiving his intuition, his guidance, he's going through emotional loss, all to rebalance him. What else is going on between this divine masculine and these karmic partners, these karmic relationships? I just heard I'm masking my pain through her, meaning that he's in his comfort zone. He's going through this emotional loss. And what his ego has done in the past is leaned on karmic partners because of emotional or because of trauma bonding. That's what I'm getting. So he's used to trauma bonding with this karmic partner, which of course is very toxic. And so he's leaning on her right now, but he's being guided to remember that this is not the healthy way, that he needs to look inward to himself. He needs to be asking himself the questions and not masking this pain. He needs to stop masking this pain with karmic partners. That's why he's holding on to this karmic relationship, by the way. If this resonates with you, Divine Feminine, this may, again, this has been a struggle and an issue with the Divine Feminine, really being frustrated with this Divine Masculine holding on to these karmic relationships. But he is being asked, oh my gosh, you guys, this is insane. How amazing is this flow that came out together in this way? So he's being asked to use his intuition and balance himself, and to remember he cannot mask his pain in this way, that he needs to feel the pain. And once he allows, I'm being guided to say, so Divine Feminine, I promise you, as your Divine Masculine, I am working through this emotional loss. I may be masking it with her right now, but deep in my heart, I know I need to feel this on my own. I know I need to struggle to get to the top, to get to you. Please allow me to go through this pain. And I heard really setting himself on fire. Like his soul is allowing him, your soul, the connected soul, spirit, is allowing him to go up in flames right now. They're letting it happen because that's how you rejuvenate. So look at this. We have, in this order, this is how it came out. Suffering in silence, which absolutely we were just touching on. He needs to suffer in silence though right now. That's what his soul is wanting him to do. He wants him to suffer in silence, and that will allow him to move on. That will allow him to move on past these karmic relationships. And then we have at the end, triumph and success. So how wonderful that these three cards just popped out when we were talking about karmic relationships. This is going to happen. He's moving on. He's having triumph and success come up after he moves on, and he's being guided to understand that and to trust that. So I want to go into the Moonology deck, and let's go to a union perspective. So what is a card for a union perspective that both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine here really need to focus on? For a union perspective, what do they need to know? And I just had two messages kind of hit me at once. One saying there's no hope, one saying there is hope. So again, you may be feeling this tug back and forth going to the first card that came out, which was the hope card. Both of you guys, I'm feeling so strongly for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. You guys are on the borderline of wanting to give up, but holding on to hope. You have the choice. You have the choice to hold on to that hope. And your soul, your guidance team is asking you to please hold on to that hope and trust the divine. Trust this process. The challenges come up to uplift us. The challenges come up to increase our mastery, which gives us closer to union. And we have a personal issue resolves. A personal issue reaches resolution. Amazing. I feel this is definitely for you, Divine Feminine in particular. This is you understanding and your higher self letting you know that you are almost to your resolution. You're almost out of this grief period. You're almost there. Just hold on and it will be resolved. And for the Divine Masculine, I'm hearing for him, these issues with these karmic relationships, they're almost done, you guys. I know that this has been a theme for a lot of twin flames, you know, even over the past year almost, is why are you still holding on, Divine Masculine? Why are you still holding on to these karmic relationships? But there is something innately, deeply in him that is also then inside of you, Divine Feminine, that is allowing him to still hold on to these karmic relationships. So Divine Feminine, on your end, look through your life. Where do you see karmic contracts still in play? It could be a behavior, a thought pattern. Again, any of these scenarios, maybe even karmic relationships, karmic friendships, but look at where you're holding on to karma and allow that to fall away. And that is a reflection within the Divine Masculine as well. He'll be able to let karmic relationships fall away as well. You guys are one. This is all mirrored. And then we have a fiery climax approaches fell out. There is so much signal here that this is being resolved. There is reunion at the end of this. There is a lot coming to fruition here for us. We just have to work through these challenges. And I'm seeing the full moon in Aries, so a fiery climax approaches. So really feeling come March, April, May even, there's going to be a lot coming to fruition. You're going to maybe feel differently energetically. It could be a physical signal that you see in the 3D that helps this process, or some big change happens. But I'm really feeling March, April, and May. And when I was channeling, I kept hearing the month March the past few days. So there is something fiery coming in March that is good. And let's get one last card for the both of you. The energy is gaining momentum. I love this. This is so on trend with what we're talking about. It's all happening. It's coming. It's coming. We're going through these last bits of struggle, the last bits of ego death that we have to go through to get to inner union, to get to physical union. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If this resonates and you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. It always does support the growth here on YouTube. And as well, I would love for you to join my community here that I'm building. So feel free to subscribe to the channel also, and I will see you guys in the next video.